was homeless for, I think it was over a period of 10 years, a few years at a time.
So I was homeless from March until November.
Basically from the age of 17, so I came from foster care from the age of 17, got dumped in a hostel, and then from the age of 17, that's when I met the kid's father, and then I was in and out homes, didn't have a stable home. The streets were my home.
I was 15 when I met my kid's dad and I got pregnant straight away. He ended up in prison, whatever, came out, and it was 93 and heroin had just come out. I ended up getting on that whatever, stayed with him for 25 years. When I finally left him in 2015, I was homeless and I found it really hard, and I just used to walk about all day, all night. I didn't know what to do, where to go, and I'd sleep for a day and I just wanted to sleep. Anyway, I used to sleep next to Costa in there, tie my shoes to my rucksack leather, and they used to come around with buffer at 6 every morning.
I didn't have a tent at first until some people that saw me homeless gave me a tent, and you know, they showed me where I could pitch it, and you know, they always helped out, coming out and checking on me. Walking around the city at night, it was horrible. It was just to see normal people living everyday lives and wondering why couldn't I have that.
You see, I begged as well for a long time, so that's how I got my money when I went out on the streets and that. But it got that cold, and you know, you get that hungry, and you just get that sort of disillusioned with life, and you know, where you know suicidal thoughts are coming. But there was always a little bit there where you know, I wanted the other life. But you know, there were a couple of times where I'd go and commit something, you know, so blatant that I'd get caught to go to jail, you know, for it. So yeah, it wasn't a nice time at all.
It is horrible because I ended up in hospital due to being out on the streets with the kid's father when I was pregnant. And it wasn't nice because obviously the hospital was more on the home while I was there being pregnant. Everybody out there we are crying out for help. We are there's general females that are wanting the help and that are finding it hard to reach out because we think that we're not getting heard.
I had a lot of people that, as they do, they give you money, you know, and to them that were them doing a nice thing, and it always is. But you know, I think it were like the people that always stood out for me were the ones that, you know, even though my addiction drove me to that place, and what I wanted was money to feed that. You know, the times that people would just stop and ask if you're all right, but they would buy you food instead. You know, I've had a couple of people that have put me up in places at times, and it's sad. I remember talking to somebody once actually, and I'd never ever look at it like this because, you know, it was all about me and what I wanted and stuff like that. You didn't really notice the outside world. You didn't always notice people there. It was just, like I said, it was really what they wanted. But I remember talking to someone after, and a lot of people would walk past not because they really judged you, not because, you know, they didn't have money to give you or they didn't want to. And it would a lot of people would walk past because they felt guilty. They felt guilty for being in the positions that they were in, and they found that hard to bridge that gap a little bit. And I used to find that really, really sad because, you know, a lot of where I was, and that was of my making. I chose that lifestyle. But yeah, the people that stuck out was the people that took the time to come and talk and really try and help, you know, to either signpost you to a place like the Crypt, you know, and there's obviously other services in different towns. People that, you know, do go out there and actually give that information, give them time and give them that information and signpost them to places, you know, that's priceless, that, yeah.
When you're in a really bad situation, homeless, addiction, mental health, whatever it is, people are so unkind. You know what I mean? It's just, they're going through enough. Just, it's so much, I say all the time, it's just the little things really do matter, you know what I mean? Just a kind word or whatever it is, it's just something in there.